peace. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Dad took me home when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Son of a gun, pay for all I done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, went for a drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Cut that stuff in the trunk, next time I won't get sold. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Swear they'll get us there, 'cause I ain't done just yet. My parents' couch, tried to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get that to Charbonnet. Calling a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. You look at this Arizona defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on. Especially
crucial here on the road. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll get this on past the 45 to the 47. On an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And Walker once more. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Here we go, here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Garrett Williams. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Murray. Open man here is Benson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's taken in by Arroyo. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And very little there. He might have got a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second down and 8.
Come on.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Cougar 19.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Jason Myers, he gets set for the Seahawk field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Throw left side, caught by Ryman. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give up the middle with Benson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
On the Seahawks' 35-yard line.
Murray now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But
two good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
That's complete to Michael Wilson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
To throw, it's Murray. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Now he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Second down and 6 now.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Cody Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here now a third down and 8. Now back to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dickson. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Michael Dickson to kick off for Seattle.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Murray now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Will line up for the 2-point.
They'll look to throw. And it is caught for 2 points.
That's the score. Seahawks 14. Cardinals 7.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute to go to the playmakers. Well, Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up Sackett.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, it's Benson. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Murray. They'll get that complete to Harrison. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. So the completion good for just 3. And just like that, it's third down. From the gun, Murray. That is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 23, here's a second down and 9.
Let's go now.
On play action, they'll throw. Being chased at, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Xavier Collins, who got in there to get the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a first down.
And the Seahawks.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebacks for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Running left is Walker. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ready. Cowboy in. Steady.
Now a handoff to Charbonnet. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Charger. 19 Charger.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides. Look at him go. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Eric Sauber, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Down the sideline he goes. It's so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Benson is going backwards here. They come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Murray going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Now Ryland for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That's down the field. He's got a roll. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
On the counter, it's Walker. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This 2nd and 4.
Come on.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And running room scarce here. He's got to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Myers' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Rick Woolen in on the stop.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here we go, set. 19 Charger, 19 Charger, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try and run, Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. Myers' kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Seahawks, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign.